Thank you. As I just said, it's lovely to see you all here on such a beautiful day, and thank you all for coming. This is the 11th conference that the North Trent Cancer Research Network Consumer Research Panel have held over the years. And this year we're doing the conference in conjunction with Western Park Hospital in Sheffield. And I was at a meeting of the radiotherapy group in the network recently when Moira Tomlinson said, we'd like to raise awareness of radiotherapy issues, if possible, in the network. And absolutely by coincidence, the Consumer Research Panel at a slightly earlier meeting had been talking about the possibility of a conference about radiotherapy research. So it seemed a fantastic opportunity to put the two ideas together and to hold our conference this year on the subject of radiotherapy in general. The day will hopefully cross several areas of radiotherapy, all the way through from the nitty-gritty of how you provide radiotherapy for the patients and the patients in North Trent, but also about the cutting edge of radiotherapy research and where the scientists have a role to play in that research and what radiotherapy will look like in the future. There's also, as part of the day, will be a talk from Malcolm Babb, who is a patient, head and neck patient, who has personal experience of radiotherapy delivery. And Malcolm will talk about his experience of being treated with radiotherapy, but also how he's gone beyond his cancer journey and has started to use his voice as part of the lay involvement in the cancer research world. We've got a broad range of speakers coming today and a broad range of geographical backgrounds. We've actually covered the compass because we've got people from Newcastle in the north, from Manchester in the west, from London in the south, and hopefully later in the day I'm going to be seeing Alf Oliver in the audience. He's registered. Alf lives in Hull, so he's the easterly end of the people that are attending today. It's lovely to see you all here. I hope you'll enjoy the conference very much. And please, at the end of the day, we'd be very grateful for any feedback about the conference, how you feel it's gone, and what you thought of the day. Some of you will know me. My name is David Ardron. I am chair of the North Trent Cancer Research Network Consumer Research Panel, and after 8 years of saying it, I still have to think twice. There are so many words in there. The Consumer Research Panel are a group of patients and carers, all from the North Trent area, who meet on a regular basis to discuss the patient viewpoint of cancer research. And if there's anybody in the audience who's coming new to this world, a patient or a carer who would like to join that panel, at the end of the day, we've got application forms. We can talk to you about the work that the panel does, and you will be more than welcome to come along to our future meetings, which will be held in Sheffield. We hold them every 3 months. As I say, you will be more than welcome to come along to those. So please ask one of the members of the panel, and we'd be perfectly happy to introduce you to our work. Our Consumer Research Panel in Sheffield is one of a growing group of consumer research panels across the country, and there are consumer research panels in other networks around the place, and most recently the new ones that I've visited are one in Oxford in the Thames Valley Cancer Network and one at Guy's Hospital in London for the South East London Cancer Network. So the field is growing. There are lots of patients and carers who get involved in clinical trials, in the governance of cancer, in the ethics of cancer research. And there are people that work on national panels for the National Cancer Research Institute and the Cancer Reform Strategy. And it's wonderful today to see Carolyn Chan here from the National Cancer Research Institute, Caroline is the facilitator for the Clinical and Translational Radiotherapy Research Working Group. And Alf Oliver and Leslie Roberts both have registered for this conference. I hope they're not having travel problems, but they are registered to join us today, and they work on that group. It's called CT-RAD, and if you put CT-RAD into the Google search engines, those of you that are computer literate, you will find out about the work that they do. But basically they coordinate radiotherapy research on a national basis. Patients involved in that. But there are patients involved in all of these other groups. And if you would like to influence cancer research at the national level, then believe me, it's possible. If a lad like what I am from Barnsley can end up as a member of the NCRI Consumer Liaison Group, then obviously anybody can. We've got a website for the panel, ntcrp.org.uk. That's my email address. If you wanted to write that down, if you want to get in touch with me, that's the easiest way. But obviously I'll be here all day. Please ask about the work of the panel and come along and join.